Hey guys, Thornton here, back with another video, and today we're taking a look at a newer mouse from SteelSeries, which is the Prime Wireless, and it's going to be their take on an ERGO lightweight gaming mouse that's cut the cord. In the box, besides getting the mouse itself, you're going to get your USB-C to standard USB cable, your dongle for wireless pairing, which is USB-C as well, and then as well as an adapter to use with the dongle and cable if you want to be able to move it around to possibly achieve a better connection, and then finally just an instruction pamphlet. The shell on the Prime Wireless has a completely matte black finish, and it has a pretty nice grippy texture to it. So far has felt really nice in hand throughout my weeks and months of using it and testing it so far. As far as the durability and how it feels in hand, I'm squeezing on the side panels top to bottom, really no creaking or any issues there, as to be expected with that bigger ERGO shaped mouse. Though the marketing is saying it's lightweight, with mice being down to 40 grams, 50 grams in today's market. It's not the lightest, coming in around 80 to 81 grams on my scale. So a little bit heavier. Again though, ERGO shape, it's a bigger mouse, it's wireless. We're not expecting it to be super light, and 81 grams in hand with the bigger shape still feels really good to me. You're gonna get one RGB lighting zone, and it's very subtle. It's just gonna be on the edges of the scroll wheel, and that can be configured in the software. Looking at the bottom of the mouse now, you're gonna get one bigger PTFE feet that kind of wraps around the bottom, with two smaller ones in the top left, right hand corners, and then one around the sensors. So far for me, really nice glide. I've had no issues on any mouse mat that I've used it. As far as on the side of the sensor there to the left of it, you're gonna have your power button to turn it on or off, and then above that you're gonna have your DPI button, which is of course just gonna allow you to cycle between those DPI stages, which again can be configured in software. For the sensor they're using in the Prime Wireless, it's their TrueMove air sensor, some of the same technology we've seen in some of their older mice or more recent releases as well. It allows you up to 18K DPI adjustment, and so far for me, as to be expected in today's age of mice, really no issues with the sensor, no faultiness or spinouts. The switches on this mouse are one of the actually more unique features, with them offering something new, which are optical magnetic switches, which boast all the way up to 100 million click lifespan. Overall, mouse 1 and 2 have felt pretty solid to me so far. When looking at it more closely though and pushing on it, there's noticeable pre and post travel on it, as well as quite a bit of side-to-side play. Like, they don't look the best when using, but again, when you're looking at it up close versus just practical use and gaming and day-to-day use, I really haven't noticed anything that's bothered me or affected me in that way, but it's definitely noticeable when you start paying more attention to it. Might be a little bit bothersome to some of you guys. As far as the scroll wheel goes, it's pretty hard to depress. You have to push pretty stinking hard. So if you like to tie in-game actions to that, and you like that more easy to press scroll wheel, might be a little bit of an issue for you. And as far as actually scrolling it, all the steps, super easy to feel and it feels nice. The only one issue I've had with the scroll wheel, and this is probably just my copy, is sometimes when I'm scrolling it, I get this squeaking sound, which you guys might be able to hear right now. Not a huge issue for me, and it's only when you're scrolling faster on it, but just kind of odd, and it's something I noticed and want to point out to you. For the side buttons, in classic SteelSeries fashion, of course, they're super small, like as small as they are in the Rival 3 and stuff, which I don't understand why, because especially with the bigger ERGO mouse, you'd think they would just at least make them a little bit bigger. They're just very small. It's odd to me. Again, it's not the huge issue where my hand placement on the mouse still lands nicely for me. I just don't know why they couldn't have upgraded the size a bit on those. A little disappointing, but besides the actual size of the buttons themselves, they feel pretty solid. A little bit of pre and post travel like we normally see in side buttons. Besides that though, no big deal. Just quickly touching on the shape of the Prime Wireless, as has already been stated before, is completely ERGO. You're gonna get that high hump towards the mid left of it, sloping off down to the right of the whole mouse, and then sloping off towards the back. Obviously, it's not aimed towards being a claw or fingertip style mouse, and unless you have really big hands, you're not gonna be able to get into those grip styles. So if you are someone looking for that more, gamer claw grip or fingertip grip, definitely not gonna recommend this. This is gonna pretty much force almost anyone and just to a palm grip. It's gonna be cozy and it's gonna be nice for people that like ergo grip. Again, if you don't want the ergo grip or use palm grip on the ergo shape is what I should say, then I would not recommend this mouse. But otherwise, for those of you that like ergo, it delivers on that very nicely and is a very comfortable mouse to hold. For connectivity on the Prime Wireless, they're gonna be using their Quantum 2.0 connection, and that's gonna be, of course, wireless with the dongle included, the USB-C dongle, and connecting it is as simple as just going and plugging this into your computer, turning your mouse on, they'll automatically pair up, and then you're just good to go from there. And so far, my experience with this, the same technology being on some other mice as well, as to be expected with today's age of wireless mouse, it's just spot on. I mean, there's no real issues. I've never had drop-offs in my connections or any issues like that. It feels the same as using it wired, and of course, if you do want to opt to use it wired, you can still do that even while it's charging. All you do is you plug that USB-C cable into the front port of the mouse, go ahead and plug the cable into your computer, then you can go ahead and charge it and use it wired too if you decide that that's what you want to do. For battery life, they claim up to 100 hours on the 1000 hertz polling rate, and so far, obviously I have not like timed it out to see if it reaches that exactly, but battery life in this has been fantastic, and I've been able to use it for like up to a whole week without charging it and having quite a bit of daily use on it, so really no issues there. And again, as I try to always recommend, if you can, just try to remember to plug it in after you're done using it, then you'll never have to worry about it dying on you. You can find the SteelSeries Prime Wireless for $130 online, and as far as whether I think that's fair or not, I think that's going to be, very subjective on what kind of mouse you like. For me personally, I love ergo mice. I love the style of it. It's really comfortable to use day to day. For gaming, I definitely lean more towards an ambi shape, so if you are someone looking for that more versatile shape where you can hop into different grips on it, wouldn't really recommend this. I do think it has its place in the market as an ergo shape. Some people are gonna love it, some people are just not gonna like it as much. For me personally though, with what it offers as far as technology, with the sensor, with the battery life, with the new clicks, and the durable build design, and that ergo shape, I do think it warrants that $130 price tag, especially looking at it in place with where other mice prices are sitting at. So overall, I think it's a good mouse. I think you can't go wrong with it as long as you love that ergo shape. Otherwise, I would look somewhere else if you want to get into those other grip styles with something maybe like a Model O wireless or the Logitech G Pro Super Light. So overall, good mouse, and I would definitely recommend it. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you found it helpful or informative, please hit that like button for me, and do consider subscribing for more content just like this coming up in the near future. But I'll see you guys in the next video.